So, chat, let's go through the patch notes real quick. So, Hamuul is back. It's the same Hamuul like before. That means elementals get buffed with that, right? Which are the tribes which benefit from Hamuul the most? I guess pirates, murlocs, elementals, right? Pirate, murlocs, elementals are the things. Problem is that elementals are already strong, pirates are already strong. So Hamuul buffs like stuff which is already strong, right? Am I missing something, chat? Felpat Nomi comes back, yeah. Oh, it's also bad with dragons, true. Just get to Chronormu, yeah, true. I don't like Hamuul that much. I don't like that Hamuul comes back, right? Yeah, Hamuul is really strong with the dragons as well. I don't like Hamuul being back then. Because I don't like seeing Chronormus again all over the place. It buffs already stuff which is pretty strong, right? It buffs like pirates, which already... Like, in my opinion, we are seeing way too many APM pirate games. Hamuul is a nice card, but not in this specific meta. And the meta doesn't shift, like, entirely, right? Murlocs are also good with this, yeah. That will buff Murlocs as well, yeah. Add 1 help boss and max, that's true. Hamuul is so great if you are already having a good game and shit, otherwise there's like such design. Yeah, but sometimes it gives you even more spice, right? If you already have a decent game, then you get like really crazy. With pirates, for example. Like if you're a pirate and you get a Hamuul and then you get like your Horgan number 4. Right? Like, it can go really bad. I don't like Hamuul. I like yeah, but it is what it is. You will have a combo and then you go nuts, yeah. And in my opinion, we are facing way too many APM gamers. Hamuul into Greta or Gar, GG, yeah. I don't like stuff like that. We have already like so many APM compositions. I don't like that, but okay. Then we have Ghoul. Like the old Ghoul was 2-4, Avenge 1. Now it's the 2-5, Avenge 2. It's slightly bigger, but it gives now, it gives 3 attack instead of 2 attack. But it's Avenge 2 instead of Avenge 1. I like that change a lot. That's a great change, I like that. Overseer is now, instead of a 4-4, it's a 4-2. It still buffs the shop the same way. I guess it's like a nerf. If you go 3-on-3 and you get the Overseer, you can't value trade anymore. So you don't get like immediately the full tempo. It's still great with Felpat, but it doesn't give you that much tempo anymore. If you discover that as a 3-drop with Cookie or Galwing, you can't value trade. It's like definitely weaker. It has impact, I think, for Cookie and Galwing. Like these two heroes like to level 3-on-3. I think this change is pretty big. Yeah, I think so too. It's still good for late game with Felpat though. So it's still playable with Felpat. But I don't think you can grab this like without thinking. I mean, you can, but it's definitely worse. It doesn't value trade anymore. Like it doesn't value trade as a 4-2. So I think I like that I like that change. It's not like an auto pick anymore. The team was so good, yeah. I like the nerf, yeah, it's the same for me, yeah. It's still playable, I think. But it's not the auto pick anymore. It's not like, oh, I say Overseer, zack. Like you lose a lot of tempo with that now. So I like that. Like two nerfs I really like already. And now the one and only, Chronormu. The old one was the tier 4, 4-4, and the new one is the tier 5, 6-6. It's more rare to face that, to see that unit. Oh god, that Chrono nerfs, they don't really know how to their own game played out, do they? I mean, it's not that easy to roll Chronormu anymore. Like, you can still hit that card and it's still gonna be annoying. Warden is still complete broken if you spot the Chronormu, so that's still a problem. Like, I think we are still seeing Chronormu. You're not annoyed by discovering Chronormu? Yeah, that's true, but it's the same as if you triple into 4 and you see that, I guess. But I guess you triple more into 5 and then into 4. Yeah, it's harder to find the card now, that's for sure. Yeah, Tickatus can be golden, yeah. Good point. You get a golden one with Tickatus. Why is it harder to find? Because it's harder to find a tier 5 than a tier 4, my friend. Like we have more 4 drops than 5 drops. Right? Like 1 drops, you have more 1 drops in the game. Like it's easier to roll like a 1 drop than a 6 drop. Like if the Tavern goes up, you have less versions of a minion. So now we're having like less Chronormus in the game compared to the tier 4 Chronormu. I don't know exactly the numbers. You have to Google that. But yeah, Chronormu is still a problem, I think, and it's still gonna be toxic. I don't like that nerf too much, but okay. Magmaloc is now, instead of a 3/3, it's a 1/1. And Infinite Turn, yeah, does the same, but it's a 1/1, it's still the Elemental Murloc. Overall, really lousy BG patch. That's it. Any idiot could have thought about this. I mean, it's not a big patch. Like, like it's a balance patch in the end, right? It's just a balance patch. It's not a big patch, but it's a balance patch. Like, I still hope that we're getting some spicy content soon in the future. Like, it's definitely not, like, it's better than today. Like, the game tomorrow will be, or like, the game in 1 hour will be more fun than the game today. So I guess it's a step in the right direction in the end. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it starts like with a little less. It's still the same if you have Bran, if you try to get Bran, Nomi, if you master the Kex. Yeah. It's like a little bit less tempo now, though. So long term, nothing really changed. Yeah, maybe we're getting next month a new patch. We will see. I just don't want to be too negative again, KekW. Like, it's definitely better than what we had today, so I'm happy with that, and we'll see how it develops. And then soon we're getting a big patch, I think. So Vanessa is a 3/7, now it's a 3/4. Huh. I don't really know what I think about that. Like, for me, Vanessa was not really a problem. I liked the Vanessa, actually, the buffed one. Of course, it's some tempo Vanessa, but it's, I don't know, it was not that big of a problem for me. It's like way more annoying to face like Greta APM pirates all over the place. Like, Vanessa was really rare that I get bullied by Vanessa. I kind of liked the Vanessa because you could have just went for like some Vanessa mid-game gaming and scale your pirates a bit up. It doesn't change that much. You mean the Vanessa overall? Like, now the Vanessa is really shitty. The 3/4 is a really shitty buddy. You don't want to have a 3/4 on your team. It doesn't trade. It doesn't, like, it's really shitty as a buddy. I don't like the nerf. I think Vanessa was fine. But okay, I guess. Like, having 4 health instead of 7 health is actually like a big deal. Maybe it was too good in lower MMR. Maybe. Vanessa's the only option to pirates to don't go APM pirates. Now they want all pirate players go for APM pirates. Yeah, Vanessa didn't belong in APM pirates. And then we have the belly boy, has like 1 more health now. Undead got a tiny bit buffed with this. Is that a big deal? Minion is 3/3? Nah. Don't think it's a big deal. Shaker has now a better stat line. Like, what I dislike again about these nerfs and buffs, I mean, this is like a buff for a Shaker, but it's not like scaling Quillbore. I'm already, like, I don't like that meta that much, or the meta we have right now. It's because it's not a scaling meta at all. It's just fully tempo meta. Like, you tempo is the way out of the game, and this Shaker buff is now again a tempo buff. So, like, now you have like even another unit you pick up just for tempo, which makes like all the scaling even worse, right? Like, it's another composition where you just shake, and you go tempo instead of going for like scaling. So that makes scaling stuff like Caligos and shit like this even worse. So yeah, but okay, at least it's a Quillbore, but it's again fully tempo, shiny Quillbore composition probably. Stomper got buffed as well, which is another tempo card, no scaling. After you summon a minion, give your minions 3 attack instead of 2 attack. So yeah, more tempo. Like, the effect is like you get 3 attack instead of 2 attack, so your summoning stuff gives you more power. It has one health less though. I guess it can get zapped now. That's a big deal, Baka Waka, true. It gets zapped. Yeah. That's actually a big deal. You can zap that card now. So bad this patch, man. Always. I mean, it's not. I don't want to be too negative before I play. I have plenty of time about for complaining and stuff. And then the grease spot that's the biggest change. It's the tier 4 now instead of a tier 6, but it gives +2/+1 instead of +3/+2. I like that. I like that a lot. It's like the old grease spot now, though. Yeah, it's like the old grease spot, and it's scaling and tempo at the same time. I guess it's I can actually see that grease spot being really useful, because if the meta is like fully tempo, then you like to be a deflecto gamer, and then if you go for deflecto grease spot mid game, it's like tempo and even like a bit scaling, right? I guess it sucks against like Death Battle composition still, because you don't have enough health on your max. So you lose to every single undead boy, you lose to beast stomper boys. So Max are still probably having a bad time against undead, tempo, Death Battle beast, soul juggler. There's like every single tempo composition just counters max. Unless you go for Omega Buster, Baron, Exodia. And that's it, that's the patch. But again, it's like, I mean, I think the patch overall is fine. It's like nothing crazy. It's like, unfortunately, we don't have like something new. We don't have quest back. But it's like, I like some of the nerfs are pretty nice. Like, I think this is great. The Ghoul nerf. Overseer nerf is great. Chronormu, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan, but it's a nerf. A nerf is a nerf at least. I hope it's like less a problem now. I still think it's gonna be an annoying card to face. It's still gonna be annoying to see that card. And you probably still see that card a lot. But I guess it's still better than right now. Magmaloc is a little bit weaker, but still does the same. If you have like a great game for Magmaloc, then it's still gonna be really good. I don't like the Vanessa nerf that much. I don't think that was necessary. Like APM pirates don't care about Vanessa. Vanessa in general is a cool card. I like the going for like Vanessa. There was like some spicy games with Windfuel Vanessa. Like of course you lose to APM pirates, like, but yeah, it was still fun. Got nerfed with promo though, but tripling into 5 was shitty anyways. Like it's not a tripling meta, it's a tempo meta. Like what you want to do in this meta is tempo, 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 tempo. This game, can you see that still? Where was it? Was it the brand? No, it was Zephyrs. No, what was the game? Red King. You see that? I didn't have any scaling and I win the lobby here. That is a really good example for the meta. I have 0 scaling. What I went is like tempo shiny divine shields, and then I went for like the 2 dragons for tempo divine shields, get Nadina, get like my Leroy up, get another poison pleb, could have been also Leroy, and make a big ass Chronormu, and then win the lobby. Right? I didn't need to triple into anything there. I didn't triple at all, I think. Just full tempo. Then make big dragons, like big Chronormus, and go for poison, 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 poison. Or like Leroy, Leroy, Queen, Queen. You want to triple if you have Elementals, Nomi-chan, Wraith, or like Mama Bear tempo. But yeah, chat. I think that's it for today. Zack. Was a fun stream. Nice to see Caligos with no change. Was worried you might see some play. KW. Again, I don't want to be too negative, chat. We have plenty of time to complain if the patch is actually boring. But for now, let's try to be positive, and maybe it's actually good. Maybe these nerfs are good enough. Maybe they play tested and they came to the conclusion that it's actually fun.